Yacht A Capricorn, welcome to Navajo Sage Weaver Tarot's channel. This is a message for my collective of Capricorns. This message is for you. Um, Anything that you want to know about the decks I'm using will be linked down below. Thank you for liking and subscribing and viewing this video, and I hope this message will help you, inspire you, and just want to also let you know that you may not resonate with the whole message, and that's okay. Just only take what you resonate with and leave the rest behind for somebody else to hear. So I'm going to shake the gourd, Capricorn, to move any stagnation and get started with your message. Right. All right, Capricorn, we're going to see what crystal energy wants to come in, what frequency, how they want to help and give you healing and guidance. I want to see what crystal energy wants to come in for Capricorn. And we have Selenite. Oops. We have Selenite. Um, and Selenite uh, is cleansing light and peace. So maybe you have a Selenite stone. Maybe you want to wear it or hold it. Um, or you might see it. You might want to look it up and see how it can help you at this time. But selenite energy, the crystal one to come in for your message, Capricorn. Let's see what animal spirit wants to come in and help with your message, what what they want to share with you at this time. All right, hyena. So we have hyena. It says dare to be different. So you might see a hyena on TV or somewhere online or here, right? A hyena. Um, and this message will be for you. Let's see what oil energy wants to come out for you. You might smell, see, this fragrant here that wants to share its energy with you. And we have Copa, the Copa energy. And it says, soul comfort. I will stop subjecting myself to severity, pressure, and feeling ill at ease, and through my willpower, focus instead on mindfulness, gentleness, and true courage. And it helps all chakra, particularly the root chakra and the heart chakra. The aspect is solar um, contempt, contemption, present, accessing the voice within, the courage and strength to follow your own path, attaining awareness, first aid for the soul, overcome grief and pain. So this oil message wants to come in for you. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to pull two affirmation, two messages that Spirit wants to share with you at this time. We have acceptance and abundance. So acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Abundance. I am limitless being and can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. So what probably makes you different, Capricorn, is probably abundance, right? That's something probably you can't change, but it's okay. This is, dare to be different. That makes you different. All right, Capricorn. This is other messages that Spirit wants to share with you, other signs, symbols, spirit message, and synchronicities that want to come in for you at this time to help you with your message. All right, so we have the space, we have the color black, we have earth pulsing, pulsing of Mother Earth, slow down, time to nurture. Let's see what our past life, what messages they want to share with us at this time, Capricorn. And we have communication, writer, messenger, publisher, scribe. And then we'll see what two messages Spirit wants to share with you at this time through the shamanic, through the shamanic energy. So we have crystal here, amplification, and bells, deflection, so sound, maybe communication, right? So, maybe at this time, Capricorn crystals are important to you. Um, maybe there's an acceptance, maybe there's space between that, from, you know, uh, making you different, right? It puts space between you because it's hard, it's hard to communicate, especially when you are growing up with abundance, right? And people have a hard time accepting that maybe, and working hard at it too, sometimes, um, working hard to get that abundance, having that steady, sometimes, it's difficult and sometimes you need you know, uh, to amplify your energy with crystals, maybe a selenite would be helpful to be put into your pocket and maybe carry a bell, right? Shaking, rattle, you know, move that frequency, because you have space to do it, you can communicate, you can give a message, write it down, connect with the earth, right? The pulse, the land that's around you. So we'll see what. So the overall main energy is, and I don't want to see the bottom one. We'll just bring one out. The energy of Isidis, the number two, uh, joy, motivation, standing outside oneself. So, being different there. So we're gonna pick a couple of or we're gonna see what the surrounding energy is for you, Capricorn, through the tarot. All right, so the energy that you are going through right now is the Six of Cups here. So you're going through the energy that is, bringing, reuniting something, whether it's people, places, or things, but you're connecting with something that, you used to do. You're getting together with it. You're collecting all the items, you're collecting things, you're collecting and and then you're sharing, you're remembering, remembering what 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 that 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 thing that you put down, what that thing you're reuniting with, right? That people, places, or thing. Uh, what so what you're coming together, you're having memories, you're bringing that, you're going through that at that moment, at this moment, at this time, right? Um, and then what you need to let go of is the Ten of Cups. So what we need to let go of is the Ten of Cups, maybe feeling the lack of fulfillment, right? Maybe there was some sort of a shadow, you know, relations that, we're trying to reunite with something, um, and that's why, there's this motivation of standing outside of oneself, it brought joy at one time, but there was some sort of thing happen that caused space, right? That made you slow down, that made you have to, you know, that made that you were different, and so this relation right here, there's just um, kind of a shadow relation, right? Something that didn't go as something out of the blue came, and this relationship is something we have to let go of, right? And then when what you should focus on is um, the higher front, right? What the lesson is has taught you, you know, um, using, you know, using your tools to understand, right? To understand the communication, you know, using your tools, the bells, the frequency, to communicate, to be able to express, right? To help get the message that you want, right? Your, to yourself, maybe, maybe to this relations here, but um, so hmm, uh, then what your higher self is telling you is um, the Emperor energy um, is maybe setting some rules for yourself, right? So this doesn't happen, right? You're learning how, because something happened, and so now you're learning how to, set rules for yourself, learn how to set boundaries. Maybe you don't have boundaries, right? And so, people kind of come in and they, take advantage of this abundance you have or don't understand it, or maybe maybe, may- this can go either way. Maybe, your abundance gets in the way, make space between people, and so, um, maybe there's things that you say, uh, to, the things that you want to want to come back together with, maybe there's things that you are unaware of what you say, and how you say it, and it has something to do with your abundance, maybe you talk about your abundance, how wealthy, maybe it makes the other person feel like you're throwing it in their face, right? Sometimes that happens, like you're just, you know unconsciously, not aware of like how words sometimes you know, affect people. And then you know, the fact that you're disciplined and you have confidence and structure, you know, and so your higher self is, you know, telling you to lead into that, you know, that authority of who you are, you know. It's if you don't do that, then, you know, this thing that you're trying to come back to is not going to, you know, have it, the frequency is going to be different, you know, the energy is going to be different with the crystal here, and you're going to stand out different. And yeah, it's going to put space, but um you can nurture it, right? And use this uh um Hierophant energy. Take the teachings, the lesson, you know, write it down, you know. Maybe you just need to write it down how you feel, you know, and then have boundaries next time. All right, so let's see what Spirit has for you to in this message here. And they want to share freedom, thoughts, faith. I claim my thoughts and rise above fear. I feel myself of all doubts by entrusting my doubts to Creator. I have faith in Creator, protect, perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to say that as your message, and thank you for allowing me to do it. And just want to say, Hojanascli, 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 Ashaha.